Since when was watermelon racist? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Ikea, the furniture store, getting into some hot water and some controversy because of some food items that was on the menu that they served at their Atlanta, Georgia location. Now, I've never been to an Ikea, so I'm not really sure how it works. Is it food for the general public, the employees? I have no idea, but I digress. Now, there were quite a few items on the menu that were delicious. As a matter of fact, I say everything on the menu sounds great, including your macaroni and cheese, your candied yams, your collard greens. Sounds great, right? But then you also had fried chicken and watermelon, and that apparently is offensive, it's racist, and everything up under the sun. Now, before I go any further, I have a news clip from Atlanta, and you're going to see that right now. You'll see one of the workers without their face on camera give their side of the story. You're going to hear from Ikea because they've responded to the whole kerfuffle, and you're going to see just a regular patron give his 2 cents. After we get done watching that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what was said there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents, my deep detail analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
At 6, outrage at Ikea. Workers calling out sick and threatening to walk off the job.
It's all because of a racially insensitive menu put together to celebrate Juneteenth. The special menu featured foods like fried chicken and watermelon, a pairing historically used as a racist depiction of what African Americans eat.
CBS 46's Tori Cooper is live outside the Ikea in Midtown. And Tori, tonight a manager at the furniture retail giant location is apologizing, right?
Rick, Ikea store employees that I spoke to right here on the sidewalk outside of Ikea did not want to go on camera over fears of repercussions, but they did tell me that they believe that the management here at Ikea needs to do more to educate themselves on Black culture.
They sent the menu to us in emails.
Ikea employees say this menu on your screen was sent to employees last Friday. They say the menu was going to be served to customers and employees as a way to, quote, honor and preserve Black Americans in light of the Juneteenth holiday.
You cannot say serving watermelon on Juneteenth is a soul food menu when you don't even know the history of they used to feed slaves watermelon during the slavery time.
Employees say the menu items selected, including fried chicken, watermelon, mac and cheese, collard greens, and more, was racially insensitive and ignorant.
It caused a lot of people to be upset. People actually wanted to quit. People wasn't coming back to work.
Employees outraged say 33 people called out of work, sparking this internal email response from the store manager on Saturday.
She said that I truly apologize. The menu came off subjective.
But employees say the decision behind the creation of the menu should have included voices of color first.
None of the co-workers who sat down to create the menu, nobody was Black.
The store manager told employees and CBS 46 that the menu changed after the issue, but employees say...
So they just delayed the Juneteenth menu by a day, thinking that, everybody who was upset stayed home on Juneteenth and wouldn't notice on Sunday, which just added insult to injury.
We asked the store manager to send us the new menu. The revised menu included meatloaf, mashed potatoes, collard greens, and cornbread. This picture taken by the same employees showing what was served in store the day after Juneteenth.
Fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, greens.
Customers also felt the menu was insulting.
I'm just frankly disappointed in the learning process. Like, you shouldn't learn after you've insulted all of your Black employees.
You didn't know what to do? This is the city where you could have asked somebody and gotten an intelligent response.
Now, the store manager just got back to me a few minutes ago to re-emphasize that they deeply apologize and they realize they got the menu wrong. Reporting live in Midtown, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News.
Tori, thank you.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, I'm not really sure where to begin. There's so much here. First of all, why is anybody offended at this? Really? I mean, is watermelon a racist food? I can almost with 100% certainty guarantee you that everybody in the Ikea, all the workers, all the patrons, everybody has had that meal at least once or twice or 100 times. Okay. I guarantee you, everybody's had watermelon. Why is watermelon racist? Why? Huh? Because there's some cartoons, some racist cartoons that depict black people eating watermelon. Is that why it's racist? Because of some cartoons that make you feel offended? The cartoons are racist, sure, but that's not going to stop me from eating watermelon. Okay, that's called propaganda. I'm not going to buy into racist propaganda against black people to control me. I'm not going to do it. And you know what? Here's a point I made on the Twitters, and it kind of makes sense, at least in my humble opinion. You guys let me know what you think. The same people that would make those racist cartoons of black folks eating watermelon would also come out with propaganda in favor of you eating cicadas, right? So rather than eating a delicious, nutritious, healthy fruit, you're going to almost eat cockroaches because of the propaganda that says that this is a good thing or a bad thing. You'll be controlled by propaganda. That's not going to be me. I don't know about y'all, but I refuse to be controlled by racist people and the propaganda. But I digress. The worker and other people on the outside were saying nobody black was involved with the creation of the menu. You need to have somebody black that's in there. First of all, you're in Atlanta, so it's not hard to find black people working at an IKEA. You probably got almost a 100% staff of black people right there in Fulton County. I mean, come on, let's stop playing games. But beyond that, IKEA said that the coworkers that came up with the menu wanted to represent their culture. Their culture. That's a key word there. So you got black people in the room, according to what IKEA said, because they represented their culture. See, IKEA is very smart. They had a lawyer probably do this. They did not come out right and say what the elephant in the room is, which is that black folks came up with the menu and probably prepared it themselves. You probably got Miss Johnson and Miss Anime, Beverly, and Eunice. You know, they about 70 years old. They're in the back with their shower caps, the hair nets on, slaving away, you know, making the collard greens and the fried chicken and all that good stuff. They going to Costco, getting the big watermelons and chopping them up, putting them on the plate for the employees for Juneteenth. They're taking pride in their work. And then you get some of these woke morons from inside the company, probably also from outside the company, that are getting offended at the menu that they put out. It's dumb. And I mean, what should they serve for Juneteenth? Should it be something that's stereotypically white, like quinoa, kale, guac, which is not even white, but anyway? Should they serve stuff like that? Should it be a Starbucks buffet with all your lattes and your mochas and whatnot just out there? Should it be something like that for Juneteenth? Huh? I'm just trying to figure out what is appropriate for Juneteenth. And then they changed the menu and they had the exact same thing, just minus the fried chicken and the watermelon. Like the actual, the entree, really the most important part is the chicken. Now, personally, I'm trying to keep my skin under control, and fried chicken kind of messes me up a little bit. So I prefer the baked chicken. Okay, give me some baked chicken with everything else and we're good money. I don't see what the problem is. And quite frankly, everybody likes the things that are on the menu, especially in the South. This is not even necessarily a black thing. Okay, this is all throughout the South. People love the fried chicken, watermelon, collard greens, candy yams, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes. They love all these things. This is like Southern cuisine. Okay, as a matter of fact, it's everywhere. Go to Chick-fil-A. What are you eating? Fried chicken. Popeyes, fried chicken. And when I go to Popeyes, regardless of whether you have the black lady that's on there doing the advertising, when I go to Popeyes, you see probably 70% white people in there. Everybody likes this food, especially down in the South. So why is it all of a sudden a racist thing to do? All because of some propaganda? Propaganda is very powerful. This is why things like critical race theory and other things in academia are a problem, because you get young kids brainwashed at an early age with some of these racist cartoons saying, oh, well, you shouldn't eat that because this cartoon says you shouldn't. Don't eat watermelon, but eat apples and peaches and grapes and all the other fruits except for that one fruit because of the cartoon that said it's racist. It's so dumb. It is so dumb. And you know what? I think people have become more soft, very soft, really self-conscious, really prone to bend to peer pressure. And it's like, hey, if you're an adult, you about 40 years old, what are you still doing bowing to peer pressure? Why? Okay. Enjoy the watermelon, enjoy the fried chicken. It's weird. It's like when I was a kid, this was like normal. You go to a cookout or something like that outside, you be at the park under the little, the wooden canopy or whatever they call that at the long table. And this would be how it is. You get these plates, you get your chicken, you might get a hamburger, hot dog, and then you get like a plastic plate with your watermelon slice on it. And that'd be the hot ticket. It's like, can I get about 2 or 3 more slices? It's just food. Why is it racist now to eat food? I think people need to turn off the television, turn off the part of the brain that is susceptible to being peer pressure, and just do whatever you want. Don't be trying to, live up to what someone else says, or trying to avoid propaganda, trying to avoid becoming that what you see in the propaganda. Just do what you like. If you enjoy watermelon, then enjoy it. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not the right thing to do, okay? If you're like me and you enjoy baked chicken, don't let anybody say, oh, you got to eat fried chicken. You ain't real if you don't eat fried chicken. Matter of fact, I like going to Starbucks too. How about that? I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm black and I like going to Starbucks. I'm a black male from the quote unquote hood, and I like my chai latte. How about that? I'm not afraid or soft to tell you what I like. Matter of fact, how about this as I close? I like rock music too, and country. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Ikea and their Juneteenth menu? Do you think it's racist? How about what they said when they said co-workers at this Atlanta location, you're in the South, they came together to represent their culture. They said it without saying it, that it's black folks that did this, not white folks. They ain't gonna do that and just throw black folks under the bus in a sense, but they said it. And of course I figured it would be that way. Why wouldn't it be? This is typical Southern cuisine, typical black cuisine. And I almost forgot this one last point as I close. Somebody said, well, Cinco de Mayo, how about that? You going over there drinking your mojitos and got your tacos and the sombrero. And then somebody said, oh, well, that's actual Mexican food. That's actual Mexican culture, not stereotypical of black culture. I'm like, okay, then what is black food then? What is not stereotypical? If I go to a soul food restaurant, am I not going to find this entire menu in there? Maybe not the watermelon, maybe that part, because they still kind of triggered, but you're going to find fried chicken and candied yams and collard greens and mashed potatoes and cornbread and everything that they served at the Ikea in Atlanta in a soul food restaurant, which is a black restaurant. So I'm not trying to hear any of the nonsense. Please stop being led by propaganda. Just lead by what you like. If you enjoy the food, eat the food. Don't let outside opinions of what you're eating dictate what you enjoy. Or, the music you listen to, or the games you play, or the sports you're into, or whatever. Do what you want to do. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.